Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Shine with Andrea. And I am your host, Andrea Harrison, the Chief Shine Officer. What is going on? What is going on? Hello, hello. Good morning, Jan. You seem to be the first person here today. At least you're the first person to say good morning. How are you? Hello, Miss Patricia. Thank you for coming back. Good morning, Jay. How are you? Oh, you better be careful. Be very, very careful. I don't want anything to happen to my Jay. Good morning, Dr. Stevie. Hello, hello. What is going on, y'all? How did you guys enjoy your weekend? I enjoyed mine. I had a great weekend. Was able to spend time with my daughter. We were able to hang out again, and we went and watched the movie that we watched on Wednesday of the BTS member. We went and did it again on Saturday. So that was pretty cool. We got to meet some people. We got to meet new people. And it was funny at the end of the movie, at the end of the concert, I screamed out to the entire theater for us to all take a selfie together. And the majority of people came around. There wasn't a whole lot of people there, but the majority of people came around and did it. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Good morning, Miss Rochelle. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Jan. Oh, I said good morning to you already, girl. Hey, Nene. So let me ask you guys, did you guys try something new this weekend as far as your clothing is concerned? Remember, what was it? Yesterday was wear something out of your norm. So did you guys wear something out of your norm? Did you take pictures? Did you hashtag Shine Crew? Yes, no, still gonna do it. What's going on? Let me know. Good morning, Patrice. Good early morning. She never lets me forget how early it is for her where she lives. So, what did you guys do? Did you do something different? Did you wear something that was out of the norm? You all saw that I did. You all saw that I did. Dr. Stevie said, I wore my comfortable exercise clothes out all day. I did not go to Walmart. I did not go to Walmart. I did not. You don't have to go shopping. You just need jewelry. Just add some jewelry to your wardrobe. I mean, that's what I tell everybody. Like, you really don't need you don't need a new wardrobe. You just need to, either add jewelry or pull out jewelry that you haven't worn before and go and shop in your own closet and pull out things you haven't worn in a long time and just put it together differently. And trust me, you'll feel different. You will feel different. Good morning, Miss Vita. Good morning. Just mix it up. Just mix it up, right? Just mix it up. But if you do have to go shopping, don't sleep on Goodwill. Don't sleep on Goodwill. I'm telling you, thrifting is a whole big phenomenon now. Don't sleep on Goodwill. You'll get some nice things in there because, a lot of people are always cycling through stuff, and that's where they send it. And it's up to you and go and pick it up. Patrice said she wore a necklace. She wore a type of necklace that she had never worn before. So that's good. That's good. Good morning, Miss Carolyn. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, so you guys know we are reading Tabitha Brown's book. I did a new thing, 30 Days of Living Free. Okay, and today we are on day 15. Day 15. And then what's today? Today's do something or nothing with your hair. I'm choosing nothing. I'm choosing nothing. I have 3 more days. 3 more days until it is exactly my 1 year anniversary with these locks. And 3 more days. And I'm going to make a decision on whether they're staying or they're going. Yeah, I don't know. But if and when I cut them off, who wants one? I can mail one to you. Who wants a lock from Andrea? You can put it in a shadow box. Good morning, Miss Roxanne. Good morning, Miss Audrey. Oh my gosh. All right. So the quote is from Rihanna. When I cut my hair, the whole sound changed. My style changed. You like this particular style? Like just the way that I did it today? Or you like the locks? I don't think you like the locks. I don't think you like them. My mother said Andrea in all capital letters. She's, you know what that means. Andrea! What is it that you like, Patrice? I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh, today's style. Okay. Yeah. Well, I guess you could say I did something a little bit different by just pulling up some of it and leaving the rest hanging down. I guess you could say that. I don't know. Well, thank you. Thank you. I'm going to stop messing with it because then I'll just keep messing with it. So she said she changed her hair. She said it may seem like a small thing, but with God, it's never a small thing. Underneath every move I'm compelled to make, there's always a lesson on purpose. So she was in Miami and she was at a photo shoot and she decided to switch things up a little bit. And she said, she calls her hair Donna, right? She says, now, Donna always has something to say when I take her out of her natural state, which is her afro. But she told her to hush. I love the way she talks to her hair. Her hair has a whole personality. Hello, Naishima. She said, hey, smiley peeps. We are smiley peeps. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. So this is something that she's been wanting to do, for a long time. And she had just turned 44. So she said, I just turned 44. Do you think I could do 2 Minnie Mouse ponytails? The kind that are like Princess Leia balls. So that's what she asked her stylist. Nini says, I'm already ahead of the game. I went shorter with my hair on Friday and I love it. Nice. Audrey said, I did something new with my hair. Maybe I will pin it up or something. Nice. Very good. Very good. So she asked her hairstylist if she could do the 2 Minnie Mouse ponytails. Her stylist got so excited. And she said she got so excited. She never wore her hair like that before. And she said, I'd never wore my hair like that way. And she loves it when I stretch my limits and do something new with Donna. So her hairstylist was like, oh, yes, girl, let's do it. Let's do it. So she parted it. She pinned it until she had the 2 cutest little balls, right, on each side of her head. And what's funny is when I was a kid, I would always, anytime my mom was going to do my hair, and she would ask me, what do you want me to do to your hair, Andrea? I would always go, suh. Do it, suh. So yeah, I guess those are called Minnie Mouse ponytails. So she said, listen, honey, you couldn't tell me anything. Listen, that's how I felt yesterday. You couldn't tell me anything yesterday. Oh my gosh, that tulle fluffy pink duster, that just transformed my whole demeanor yesterday. That thing brought me so much joy. This is why I feel like it's so important for everybody to get their hair done, get their face done, just natural, right? Or however you like it, but just to go through the experience of it and have a photo shoot. And that's what one day I want to be able to do that for some women, because when you see yourself when you see yourself in the camera, when you see the pictures, man, there is nothing like that feeling. It will just make you feel so confident, so beautiful, so pretty, so happy, so joyful. And I'm telling you, I felt completely joyful yesterday. And it was really because we did something, we wore something out of the norm, right? And that's what I love about this book and doing something new every day, is that, you have all of these different reactions to everything. And it really does open your mind to the possibilities, right? Now, not with food, but with everything else. Hey, good morning, Jamel. So she said that she loved it. She said she was getting compliments all day. She said she felt so young, so cute. She said it was like a shift. It was like the shift in my hairstyle shifted something in my spirit too. And that's exactly how I felt yesterday with the pink duster. It really was. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I took that duster with me to Vegas 2 years ago, and I tried to put that duster on. Baby, that duster was like, nope. And so that even made me happier that I could actually fit it now, So she said it took her back to those days of being a preteen and just skipping along, minding her young business. The joy of that feeling had her smiling all day. So she said today she had an event, and that included a bunch of children. And she said when she sat in the hair and makeup chair, she decided that she wanted to do something youthful. Right? She's going to be with a bunch of kids. And so, of course, I'm sure these kids loved it, right? She said, you know what? I said, this time, girl, let's do 2 balls again. And don't leave any hair down in the back. And of course, her stylist was on it. She embraced that, right? And that's really good when you have a stylist who embraces your, what you want, what you like, but also can take you a little bit out of your comfort zone as well, help to stretch you, right? She said, honey, when those kids saw me and Donna, she said their eyes just lit up. She said it made her so happy to see how the kids responded. And everybody was telling her, Miss Tab, I love your hair. I love your hair. So she truly thought she was going to burst on the inside. She was so excited, so happy. It really made her feel good. And she said just a simple decision to do something new with her hair just made her feel like she was a kid again. It made her, I felt like I was a kid again, in a sense. Like I felt very youthful yesterday. I was really, really just completely happy. Right? If you watched yesterday, if you came back and you watched yesterday, and for those of you who haven't, it was only 30 minutes, so it's not going to take you a long time, but it'll make you joyful as well. Hey, Mike, good morning. So she said, for some of us, our hair is a part of our identity. And I really, truly believe that. And I think that's why I struggle so much with my hair. It is a part of our identity. So trying a new hairstyle can demonstrate a powerful movement toward change in other areas of our lives. Does anybody else agree with that? I looked giddy, didn't I? I looked so giddy. I felt giddy. I was acting giddy. I was so happy, so full of joy. I was just in my element. I was just in a good place. Let's just say that I was in a good place yesterday. And that's always a choice. And I think I talked about that a little bit too, that regardless of what's going on in your life, that it is your choice to choose joy, right? The way that you respond to a situation, it says a great deal about you, and there's nothing else that you can do. I mean, you can sit and sob and all day long, but what is that going to do for the situation? The situation is not going to change that way, right? So don't let the situation define you, and don't let it define your attitude or your mood. And this is what I've been learning. And I know God is up to something. I know He's up to something. And I want Him to catch me smiling. I want him to catch me smiling. I want him to catch me at his feet. I want him to catch me, with my gifts on display, right? So when that opportunity comes, when that door opens, when he calls my name and he says, okay, this is where I want you to go. This is what I want you to do. I don't want to be rolled up, balled up in the bed. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the choice I've made for my life. Is it easy? Nope. It's not, but you got to take a deep breath. You got to exhale. You got to do it again. And you got to do it one more time. And then you got to think about what you're grateful for. And when you think about what you're grateful for, that changes your perspective. It changes everything, right? And then you say, okay, now I'm going to make the choice that I'm not going to respond the way I normally do to this situation. I am not going to respond the way I normally do to this situation. Today, I am choosing joy because my joy comes from the Lord. That's what I do now, y'all. Like, literally. And that is because I became intentional. I became intentional about doing it. I know some people look at me and like, whatever. She just want to be happy all the time. I just don't want to go through life. We only have a certain amount of time here, and I really, truly want to make the best of it. I haven't always been one to make all the right decisions and all the right choices. So the choices that I make now, I'm going to be intentional about them. And so for the rest of my life, I just pray that God will continue to help me, to allow me to choose joy. Because it's a choice. It's a choice, right? Hey, good morning, Farrah. Hey, Shanae. Hey, honey. Good morning, Miss Lardine. Bubbly and contagious. That was me yesterday. So she said she was talking about when she did her first chop, she remembered feeling overwhelmed with this strange new confidence. I remember the very first time that I cut my hair. I was 13 years old and I had long hair, like all the way down in my back. And I went downstairs in the basement in the Bronx where we lived with my uncle, and my mom was upstairs. And we chopped off all of my hair. My hair was always very thick, very thick. I had a lot of hair. It was very thick and it was long. And we chopped it off. And y'all know what kind of haircut I got? Anybody know what kind of haircut I got? Hey, Tara, she's here, y'all. She's here. Anybody know what kind of hairstyle? Take one guess. I need y'all to guess. What kind of hairstyle do you think that I got when I cut off all my hair with my uncle in the basement? Hey, Tina. I love this, Jan. My word of the week, intentional. I love it. I love it. A mullet, a mohawk. You have no faith in me, Tara. A mushroom. Oh my gosh. A bob. Now, I did love a good bob. A bowl cut. Okay, Madison. Y'all are never going to believe what I did. Mike said salt and pepper. Shave sides. I had a flat top. I had a flat top, y'all. The sides weren't like shaved all the way down, so I still had hair on the sides. But like once I cut my hair, my natural hair is very, very curly. So I had a flat top. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And let me tell you how bad it was. When I tell you that my hair, how I've been struggling with it all my life, I didn't know what products to put in my hair. And I remember, I can't even believe I'm going to say this live on Facebook and live on YouTube. Oh, I'm sure I can find a picture somewhere. I used to use Vaseline for my curls because there was like nothing else that worked. I had nothing else. It's probably why Tab created Donna's recipe, because I had nothing else that worked in my hair. The only other thing that they would always use on my hair is Ultra Sheen. And that was for like when they pressed my hair, when they got the hot comb and I had to sit at the stove and you got to put the hot comb through it, and that's what they used. But there was nothing else. There was nothing else. That and hairspray is what we had in the house. Remember, oh gosh, what was the name of the hairspray? It just flew out of my head. But that was it. That was all I had. That was all I had. And I wasn't putting Ultra Sheen in my hair, not for my curls. There was no gel. I had no gel. I had nothing. And so I used Vaseline. And I was like, oh, I like the way this thing. Aquanet. That's it, Miss Carolyn. Aquanet. I couldn't use Aquanet anymore, right, Jamel? I couldn't use Aquanet. Look, Patrice, y'all all remember I couldn't use that. Look, all of y'all saying it at the same time. I couldn't use that. So I had to use Vaseline, and it made my curls really nice and curly, and it kept them. But it was very greasy. It was worse than Ultra Sheen. But yeah, a flat top. Where can I find those pictures? I wonder if my mother has any, maybe on her phone. But Jan said, I'm at work laughing super hard. Dippity doo. Oh my gosh, Dippity Doo. Do I remember that? I don't know if I remember Dippity Doo. High porosity. They didn't have Carefree curl activator or something. She said you was greasy. I had a natural Jerry curl. It was a natural Jerry curl. What was funny is that one of my cousins, he went and got a Jerry curl. Oh my gosh, that was just like I look back on it now and I'm just like, oh my gosh. Like literally, what did you do? Like I thought my Vaseline was bad. I was like, what did you do? I was like, no, that's not that is not it. That is not it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So anyway, so yes, that's my little secret. Now you all know. Oh gosh, Tara. Oh my God, that seems to be the type of hair you have based on the success of you using Vaseline. Yeah, I guess so. I'm gonna have to go look into that now. Yeah. Anyway, so when she did her big chop, she kept saying, "Ooh, I can see my face. I can see my face. I love my face that way." And once I stopped wearing my curls and I got my locks, that's what a lot of people said, especially when I pull it back. My husband loves my hair pulled back. He loves, if I wore a ponytail for the rest of my life, that man would be happy. As long as I take it down at night so he could play in it, he's fine. But that was the first thing he said. And a lot of people said that we could see your face. We could see your face. And I'm like, you couldn't see my face before? Okay. Yeah, years later, Carol's daughter came around. And in fact, I that and they're out in New York as well. I would definitely, if I needed to use like something for my hair, I'm definitely going to try, when that time comes, I'm definitely going to try Donna's recipe. Because like I said, I've been watching like some videos and stuff and seeing how they use it and what it does to their hair. I'm like, I like that. I think it would work for me. But there was this thing that I used, curly pudding. I used the pudding and it was really good. And then there was and mixed chicks. I think is mixed chicks was the other thing. Those were two things that worked really well for me. My mom, like I said, later on in life, my mom started using Carol's daughter. But yeah, I didn't have that when I was 13. That never never existed then, you know. So anyway, it's just so funny the things we go through with our hair, right, and how it makes us feel, and if it's not right, how it makes us feel. So she says that she loved that she could see her face. She said, but maybe it's not a big chop for you. Maybe you always change your hair and now you want to leave it alone and let it grow out. Is anybody here that's in that position where you're like, I'm always doing something with my hair. I'm going to choose to do nothing with it. Is anybody here like that? So she said, maybe you're the sister who decides to move from relaxed hair to locks or vice versa. I remember when I stopped relaxing my hair, in 2008, I cut it off again. In 2008, I cut all of it off. And Madison was 2 years old. I remember when I came home and she looked at me like she was so intense when I walked through the door with my hair cut almost like a flat top. And she was just like, her eyes were just open. She was in her father's arms. And, you know, they're both looking at me. And of course, Gordon is always going to say, you look beautiful. But her face did not lie. I guess she was like, is that my mommy? Is that my mommy? Oh, I didn't see this. Let's see. What is... Shanae says, sorry to interrupt, but I have a praise report. My doctors just told me that there was no traces of cancer in her body. Thank you, Jesus. Woohoo! Yes. Yes, 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 and yes. Hallelujah. Thank you for sharing that with us, Shanae. Thank you so much. Wow. Wow. That is so, oh my gosh. I want to cry. That is so amazing. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, Shanae. What did you do? Did you cry? Did you scream? Did you laugh? What did you do? Wow. Wow. That's awesome. That's so awesome. Dr. Stevie said, a big chop will change your life. Roxanne, you're going to get locks? Really? You sure? I'm not going to discourage anybody. Let's see. Yes, Jamila. Yes. Matter of fact, we got to tell TJ because TJ was talking to you during that time. Remember? We have to let her know that was awesome. That is awesome. All right. So let's see. I remember when I cut bangs for myself. Anybody else cut bangs? I remember when I cut bangs. I remember when Madison cut bangs for herself twice without authorization. Oh, anyway, she said, honey, the woman who changes her hair is on a mission. 9 times out of 10, she is in the middle of a changing season in her life. You know what? That's interesting, because that's how I feel right now. I feel like I'm in a changing season of my life. I was in one last April, and here I am. I feel like I'm in a changing season in my life. I this really resonates with me. This really resonates with me. She said 9 times out of 10, she is in the middle of a changing season in her life. She said, not to mention that changing our hair really does have the power to change our mood and our energy. It does, because when I started getting my my crochet curls, I'm telling you, that is the best hairstyle for me. It is absolutely what I love. How I feel at my best, most confident. I love how I look and feel in my curls. I do, even though they're not mine. But I love it. I love it. Love the crochet. And I love that I don't have to do anything to it but put on a bonnet when I go to bed. That's really what I love about it. You know? Yeah. So Here goes the battle again. So she said there's been so many times when she's changed Donna and she ends up feeling like a completely different person. And I remember the first time I got braids. I was 16 years old. It took like 9 hours to put those braids in. I remember how I felt. I remember how I would whip my braids back and forth. And then I remember how they would just slide out at night. She says that, and she said, and men, that includes you as well. You can switch it up as well, honey, because finding new things is your business also. You hear that, Mike? So she said, deeper than that, though, a new hairstyle, maybe even more so than a new outfit, lipstick, or shoes, can change the direction of where we're going in life. What do y'all think about that? That's pretty deep. That's a pretty deep statement to make. What do y'all think about that? Anybody have any thoughts on that? I mean, y'all still there? I hit something and y'all disappeared. Y'all totally disappeared. I'm tender-headed. I am so tender-headed, Stevie. So very tender-headed. Tara says, ooh, y'all, I cut my bangs the day before picture day. Oh my goodness. My mom had to fix them and my bangs were literally like a half an inch long. Those weren't bangs. Those are they were they wasn't all the way bangs. They were just Oh my gosh. Changing your hair builds your confidence. Yes. So she says, it definitely changed how we feel and we show up differently. We absolutely do. I agree. That alone is why I think doing something different with your hair can be worth the anxiety we might feel in the moment about doing that. That's interesting. She said, and get this, sometimes when we change our hair, it changes our mind. It changes the way we think. We can finally see clearly and begin to show up in spaces differently. Has anybody had that experience of getting your hair done and like going someplace that you normally go and just feeling different and like just strutting your stuff and really feeling like, I'm the boss. Jan says, my husband never know who he's gonna get. That's so funny. That is so funny. Tara says, I change my hair all the time. My mama was a hairdresser, so I've always loved doing hair. I gotcha. So she said, at the same time, our hair will sometimes change how people treat us. And I have experienced that as well. She says, when I wear my afro, the respect I get is completely different from how I'm received when I wear my hair in long braids or when I used to wear it straight. I think some of it is generational. When I wear my fro, elders, especially within the Black community, will give me this proud smile. It's like they are secretly thinking, yes, sister. And I'm reminding them of the days gone by. She said, of course, there will also be people who won't understand your change. And I have experienced that as well. I know that there are people that did not like when I changed my hair, that do not like that I changed my hair, and they do not like how my hair looks. I know that there are people out there. And that's okay because that's their business, right? She says sometimes she gets nasty looks from people who aren't ready to embrace the free part of themselves or who take issue with me wearing my fro so proudly. She said, I never take their looks or comments personally. And I think that's something that we have to learn, that we never take it personally, right? But she also says, because she knows that their issue isn't with her. And I think sometimes if we can detach ourselves from the situation and say, you know what, that's not my issue. That's a you issue. It's not a me issue. It can help us to detach ourselves and to not take, the things that people say so personally. She said their problem lies within. And that's the truth, right? She said they choose to project their own lack of self-esteem or beliefs about what's respectable or not on her. But she said, but honey, that ain't my business. I know the power here holds. I know it tells a story. And all me and Donna can do is keep telling mine. So what are you going to do? Are you going to make a change? Or are you going to do something a little different? Or are you just going to completely leave it alone? Anybody have any thoughts on that? Anybody have any plans? Has anybody, while we're reading this, or maybe when you read it, if you read it, did you say, this is what I'm going to do? Or did you say, I'm not doing anything at all? Or have you just not thought about it? I'd love to hear from everybody. I'd love to hear from everybody. Do you wait for after 90 days? I think maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I'm missing something. Mike, help me out here, Mike. Maybe I missed something. So Jan says, going on a job interview, I wear a bob. Once I'm hired, I bring the braids in the fro. I love it. I love it. I love it. Stevie said, my dear sister, Princess Howell Johnson, has created a whole incredible ballet about this called The Hair Journey. I'm so proud of her. It premieres next week. Oh, wow. So that's something new. That's really cool. That's really cool. I guess that there in the Carolinas. I know we are talking about hair, but when I was a young adult, the Lord put on my heart to stop wearing all the makeup I was wearing. It was a traumatic experience, but when I let it go, I felt more of my authentic self and accepted as I am. Wow. 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 It's kind of a similar thing, you know? Audrey says, the worst thing was I got my hair done for the Usher concert, and the stylist the stylist did what I asked her not to do, and I felt ugly and tried to fix it and ended up with a look of a French roll. She said, shaking my head, but I made it through. Oh man, I don't like when they don't listen to you. I don't like that. I can't read the comment that he responded to. I don't know what he responded to, and it's just different the way it shows up on this side than it does. It's not the same on the on what you see on the phone. I just have lines of comments, just lines and lines of comments. So I don't know what he responded to. Or else I would have done that, Tara. I don't know which comment you were responding to Jan, though. So I don't know. Patrice says, I want to cut all of mine off, but my head seems to be expanding with age. Oh my gosh. Oh, Patrice. Jan says she wears her hair certain way. Okay, so that was what he was responding to. I get it. Do you wait the 90 days, the probationary period? I get it. That's funny. That's funny. Stevie says, I did my big chop for a third time when my father passed away. It helped me not to have to worry about it while I grieved. I get it. I get it. Tara says, one time I almost went ham on a braider who cut my braids short. Nobody asked you to cut my braids short, lady. She said, I was heated. I would be too. Wow. Wow, that's cool, Dr. Stevie. That's cool. Jamel says, when I cut the color out of my hair because coloring wasn't cost effective anymore for my hair was about an inch long all over my head. Wow. I was nervous because my hair had never been that short before. I went to church and apparently I freed some women up because at least 3 of them had stopped coloring and embracing their salt and pepper hair. Wow. It's all good, Tara. It's all good. Stevie said, Patrice, go ahead and cut it all off. You will wear it well. That's, because that's what I have been actually contemplating. I've been actually thinking about it. It's just going ahead and cutting it all off. And like I said, if anybody wants a lock, let me know. Send me a self-addressed stamped envelope, and I'll just put one in there for you. My hair journey is that with alopecia. I did a complete shave and had others saying why. I came to the point that I am not my hair. Ooh, and God doesn't make mistakes, so I am free. Miss Lurdine, that was so freeing for you to say. Thank you for saying that. Wow. That's a big step. I'm proud of you. Jamila says, I have been thinking about going short and tapered for the summer. I think you would look so nice with your natural hair, like your natural curls. I think you would look so nice. You should probably, if you haven't tried Donna's recipe, you should try it, Jamila, and see if you like it for your hair. And if you don't like it, just pass it over to me. Trish says, my hair is naturally curly. I wear my hair straight and curly, but I color my hair. Not ready to embrace the gray. I feel you. I feel you on that. Nini said it is so freeing because she just cut her hair. And yeah, I agree. Patrice has a face that can wear any style. I agree. You don't have to, if you feel like your head is too big, which I don't believe that it is, but if you feel that way, then don't cut it like all the way down. Like, cut it a little, like, maybe go halfway with it and then wear that for a while and see how you feel. And then you might say, you know what? I'm going to go a little bit shorter, right? Maybe just don't go like completely to nothing. You know what I mean? When I say nothing, you know what I mean. But try it. I think you'll love it. And I think you'll look beautiful as well. I mean, you have a pretty face, so whatever you do, you're going to look good. But Miss Lordine said, but I had to learn how to do my makeup as someone who didn't wear makeup other than lipstick. Oh, I can imagine. Yes. I didn't start wearing makeup until 2019. And it was probably about a year later that I learned how to put foundation on. I never understood the concept of foundation, and I never could do it right. And I still don't think I do my makeup. I put foundation and lipstick on. I know that there are other things that I could do, should do. I just don't get it. And it's just never been something that, it just is what it is. Dr. Stevie says, I remember when I swore by the creamy crack. Me too. I didn't think that natural hair was the move. Now, over a decade later, I haven't been back to a relax, and I don't see it in my future. Yeah, I remember when, I think I said it earlier, in 2008, that's when I stopped getting a relaxer. Do a bob first, Patrice. That would be baby steps. Yeah, I definitely think, Patrice, that you should try it and look for some pictures of hairstyles that you like and do something in between where you want to go and where you are right now. And then after that, after you rock it for a while, then take the next step, so yeah. Anyway, so on her list of new things. Oh, wait, first the quote at the end says, we may not want change, but sometimes change is needed to make our lives the better. And you never know what'll happen once you change your hair, Patrice. You never know what will happen. You never know what it will do for you personally, So she says, try a new hairstyle or get some braids or add some extensions, dye your hair a new color, or let your gray come in. That's one thing that I did do, is embrace my gray. And I think that I had the same volume I had when I was younger. I would totally, my hair has just thinned out a lot, but I would totally wear my hair, my natural hair, big with the gray. So let's see. Vita says, I got wigs in the style I might like to see if it suited me well. Yep, that's a good idea. And Shanae says, I love Donna recipe. I use it on my 2-strand twist. During my illness, all my hair came out, so I had to get used to my mini fro. But now I'm just learning to like wigs. Wow. Lisa Bell says, good morning. I got to figure out these notifications. So Lisa, did you do what I shared with you? Did you do it? Did you turn the notifications on? Did you follow? Did you make it your favorite? Did you actually turn on live notifications and it still didn't work? The only thing I can tell you to do is what I did, and that is to create an alert on your phone. I create an alert on my phone, and usually I'll do like a half an hour before. Sometimes I'll do 15 minutes before, a half an hour, 15 minutes, and then 5 minutes before. So that's probably what you're going to have to do, is just create an alert in your phone. So when the alert goes off, it's time to shine. Anyway, y'all, love y'all so much. See, look, Tara said, do like me. Set 12 alarms on your phone. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But don't feel bad, Lisa, because Tara came strolling in here all late this morning. Anyway, and remember, there's always the replay, although it's much more fun to be here live, right? All right, y'all. Love you guys so much. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Tomorrow is day 15. No, day 16. Tomorrow is day 16. And it's create a new memory with your family. Create a new memory with your family. And remember, you don't have to have people near you, right? And family doesn't necessarily mean blood. Okay. All right. Love you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.